Is there anything that you are uncomfortable talking about?
Nope.
If we go
That's kind
politics,
of the whole point of
religion,
this. Huh?
if we go to politics and religion and abortion, you're not gonna...
No, we get
okay.
it. We get it.
Alright, cool. Alright, we're live. 10 minutes.
Okie doke. Savina!
Hey, Savina.
It has been a while.
That has been a long time. Alright, I'm gonna be right back real quick.
Okie doke.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I didn't really have my mic muted. Okay. So how you been?
I've been good. I'm sorry I'm late. I'm grinding ranked and the sun's shining and I'm like, it's probably still like 5 o'clock.
Yeah, it's
But no, it's
bright
like 8
outside.
o'clock.
Like it stays bright here and well, I mean it's 6 right now, but it stays bright here till like 8 or 9.
Yeah, the sun's just now going down and it's 8:30 here.
Oh my god. So
Scrappy!
yeah, Scrappy. So Thursday nights is my night to do D&D with my crew, and they're doing D&D kind of without me right now because it usually starts right now. They're having pizza. I'm getting like the Google Hangouts, like not the Google, it's the D&D chat, and yeah, they're talking about pizza and shit. So we have 7 people plus our DM.
Wow, that's a big group.
So it's fucking lit, dude. It's lit. I sold my body for stats last week.
Your face is AIDS, Kyle.
That's not nice. Your face is beautiful, Kyle. But if it is too loud, I can't drink it.
It's glorious.
Well, is it drowning out us talking? I can't listen to it because then I'll get confused as to which Bruce is the real Bruce.
Hey, Megan.
Megan! I'm so glad she's showing up lately. I missed her.
No. She's on summer break.
Oh yeah, that's right. Teacher life.
Yup.
That teacher life.
Now she's selling toilets.
Oh.
another home furnishing goods.
That sounds fun. I hated retail, so I was pretending to be like, oh yeah, retail.
Where you going, Scrappy?
I mean, go on adventures. I probably should let him go hang out with the other dogs, but I like him in my room.
Yeah, we should meet him before you let him out anyway.
Oh, everyone? Come here, baby. Come here. Oh my god.
What did you do?
I said come here, and then he rolled over, but I kind of still had him, and then he squeaks on his own. He's a pussy, okay? Now he just rolled over on his belly. Come here. Come here. Yeah, I love you. There we go. And also, it's really hot here, so he might just not be about laying on the bed.
He's got such an odd face.
Odd? He's beautiful. Look at him.
I know, he's beautiful. It's just the indentation of where his nose meets his forehead is so deep.
What?
You know, where his nose meets his forehead, it's like it sinks so deep into his head. But he is beautiful.
Oh, do you want to see what I love? Like, he hates it so much.
Oh no.
PETA's gonna hate me.
It's a Gina bun.
It's a Gina bun. He's beautiful. Graceful and majestic. He's like, I do the interview now.
Yeah. Hey, Limes, what's up?
Yo, you're here. Sweet.
Alright. Monsters and Lady Monsters. Meet the Monsters 15 with Queen Lady Monster Stephanie.
Oh.
Rainbow Blight.
That title got renounced when we left the TeamSpeak.
I think you always had it.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Oh, this is so weird. Looking at myself talk in the past.
So, first up, what everybody is excited for in regards to your life is this tattoo.
Oh,
tell us a little bit. Yeah, everybody loves it. Tell us a little bit about getting this tattoo. What inspired it? What it's about.
So I've been wanting one for a really long time, but I've always just been really scared too because, it's permanent, and you never know, if they'll fuck it up or not.
Mm-hmm.
So my sister had recently got a tattoo, and it was beautiful. I think I showed a lot of people because it was glorious. But the trust was totally there. I looked at their website, looked at all the stuff they had done, and everything was gorgeous. So, and then also another one of our friends has a whole arm sleeve from them. Has gone in multiple times. I got a whole sleeve from them, and it's also glorious. So I was like, I feel this. That's actually what I said while I was there getting it. Every time, every few minutes, I'm like, I feel like I'm in good hands. As it's happening, I'm like, ugh. Are you okay? I feel like I'm in good hands. So everything is good. But yeah, and I was kind of torn for what I wanted, just because most of you guys know, this has kind of been a really big turning point in my life. A lot of things have happened in my life recently. So the first thing I asked for was a phoenix, but he straight up was like, I don't do phoenixes anymore. My friend May was like, hey, like he specializes in realism. That's why he doesn't want to do a Phoenix for you. So get something like that's real, like, you know, from your life. And so me and her talked about it. And I definitely, like, I thought about what, instead of something like, you know, changes, because like I've gone through a lot of changes, but a lot of them have been really good for me, but it's like ties into really bad things that happened in my life. So I just scrapped that whole idea. I didn't want to like reflect on bad things. So instead I reflected on something that's been good in my life, all of my life. So this was dedicated to my mom.
Steppy.
Yeah, I was Steppy. So pretty now. I did not show her the tattoo yet. She actually does not like tattoos.
Way to honor her.
Yeah, way to honor her with my love for you, because you know you don't like them, but it happened. But anyways, and did I tell you the dedication to it, like about that? Okay, so I'll just tell it to everybody, because I know I told the story so many times, but recently, just because people have asked why I did this. But so my mom is like a really, really special person in my life. She's done so many things, and she had a really, really hard time in life when sorry, I was making sure the Twitch chat was open for me. Just a really hard time like adjusting to life when I was growing up, because like we basically came to America at the same time. I was 3 months old when I came to America, and so me and her have spent the same. I was born in Korea, but she came from Thailand. That's another long story. We could actually talk about that later too, if you'd like, because it's a really long, exciting story.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
That I love to tell people, because it kind of tells about how amazing she is too. But anyways, so when I was about like 8 or 9, you know, my mom was kind of like in this kind of depression. You know, she missed home a lot. Her English is not so good. Like they teach you English in Thailand, but you know, that's just, it's like your second language. Like if I were to go to like somewhere Spanish speaking country, like I know a little bit from school, but like I would still be fucking lost. So she was just feeling lonely. But anyways, it was around Christmas time. Me and my dad went shopping for a Christmas present. You know, I'm like 7, I can't really afford a whole lot. Everything I buy is was with my allowance, you know, like my parents give me allowance, so like basically I saved up money for it. Anyways, so we go Christmas shopping. My mom worked at the PX at the time. I don't know if you know what a PX is. If you're military, you probably do. It's sort of like the general store on base.
Okay. Because PX, your father is military, correct?
Yeah, my dad was in the Army for 20 years. So all my childhood, my dad was in the Army. But so we go to the store and I find this candle and it like smells amazing and I really like it, and it's the last one left, so I'm like super hyped. I'm like, Dad, it's the last one left, so we got to get it for her, like she's gonna love it. And he's like, sure, you know, sure, you should get that for her. And so I do. I get her the candle for Christmas and I wrap it up and everything. But like I said, my mom's been like super depressed, and then like even like leading up to Christmas, she even got even more and more like sad. I didn't know what was up. But Christmas Day, she opened my present up and she started crying. And a little bit of background into that, my mom's not very good at getting gifts. She's like super terrible at getting gifts. Like never gets hyped for anything. But like she got my present and she cried, and I was like, hey Mom, what's up? Like, is everything okay? And she said, every day she had been going to work and there was this candle that smelled like home. And she got really upset when somebody bought the last one. And it was that candle that I had bought. Oh. Her home had gardenias growing all over it.
Oh, okay.
And the candle was a gardenia candle. It smelled really, really authentic, I guess. I don't know, but like it just happened to be a thing I bought for her, and like she cried. She's like, somebody bought the last one and it reminded me of home, and then I didn't have it anymore. But now she did. She never lit that candle, like, ever. She just kept it. But that's so sweet. I've got gardenias on my arm, and then it's a bird of paradise because it's another Thai flower, and then I got the national flower of Thailand, which is called a golden shower. The national flower. the national flower of Thailand, the golden shower.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But it says, she is the heart that keeps my dreams alive.
Oh, that's sweet.
That is for her.
How long did it take total?
7 hours.
7 hours? Damn.
Yeah.
You didn't want to do 2 sessions, you just did it all in one day?
Well, this place doesn't kind of work like that. Like, you just get 1 session and you hope for the best.
Okay, gotcha.
Because they don't want you to leave looking half done. Like, they want there to be a piece of art on you when you leave.
I like that.
So
that's cool.
That golden shower. But yeah, she's an amazing lady. Like, she's done so much for me in my life, and so I guess we go back to that. Like,
sure.
When my dad met my mom in Thailand and fell in love with her, but my mom was getting ready to, like, she had saved up a ton of money and she was going to open up a restaurant with her sister. But, you know, my dad told her, he's like, I love you and I want to be with you and I want us to be together. Is there any way I can convince you to leave Thailand with me? And she said, the only thing I want more than a restaurant and business is a family. So you have to give me a family, and, like, we'll be a family together. You know, that's what I want. And, like, he knew what he was asking from her, because it was quite a bit. Back then, when he asked her that, the rules in Thailand were if you leave, you can't leave with anything. You have to, like, leave everything behind.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah. So money, like, all that stuff, you can't leave with it at all. So she gave everything to her sisters, like, everything she owned. She left, like, all she had was a bag, and she couldn't even get a visa. Like, they won't give you visas to America and Thailand. Well, I don't know about now. They probably do now, but back then they didn't. So my dad was able to get orders for Korea. And so they left for Korea and stayed there for 3 years until my mom could get a visa to the States. But that whole time, like, she had given up everything, left everything behind, and now we're here. And kudos to my dad, he fulfilled his end of the bargain. Like, you know, had a really good family growing up, took really good care. I mean, aside from he's, like, kind of lonely and scared, and it was hard for her, like, really hard. She didn't have a formal education. Like, so my mom has 7 sisters, and you have to pay for school, like, for everyone, like, grade school.
Oh,
so
shit, really?
They couldn't afford to send everybody to school. And so some of my sisters graduated high school. One of my sisters, or not sisters, my mom's sisters, not mine, I only have one. My aunties, so my mom's sisters. Sorry about that. A couple of them graduated high school. One of them graduated college, university. The rest of them kind of just didn't. Like, they just... And my mom was more of the working type.
Okay.
So she worked and she didn't go to school. I'm just here for the pup race. Yeah, he's like, I'm here too, guys. I'll watch. But yeah. So she actually, fun story. Me and my mom actually graduated the same year from high school. She got her GED the same year I got my high school diploma. So she did end up doing that, and it was really amazing, because, like, she hadn't been in school for forever. And nice. Her English is terrible. Like, her talking English is fine, but her writing English, oh my god. You should read her text messages. They sound just like she talks.
she texts in a Thai accent.
She texts in an accent.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so she ended up doing that. And then while I was in college, she ended up going to beauty school, and she got her beauty school license and stuff. So or her cosmetology degree, is that what it's called? I'm not good at that. I don't know what
beautician.
those things. Cosmetology, scrappy. Just her cosmetology degree. So and like I just told you, this year she opened up her own salon. Yep. So she is now an entrepreneur.
Hell
She's
yeah.
doing shit, and, you know, you start out with little rough patches, but she's so strong. Like, she's amazing. So that is why I decided to do the tattoo. Because she's kind of the reason I want to do things with my life too.
You should tell everybody about the fruit roll-ups in her fanny pack.
My mom had to work all through when I was a kid, but like she always wanted to go on field trips, like always wanted to go on them. So like she would call off and she'd sign up to be like what is a chaperone or whatever.
Yeah, chaperone.
But she's like I just want all the kids to like me. And this was in the 90s. Like I'm a little bit older than some of you guys, so mid to early 90s, just mid 90s, my mom was going on field trips with us, and that's like the era of the fanny pack. And yeah, my mom did the fanny pack. She before the field trip, she would just stuff a fanny pack full of fruit snacks, like all assorted fruit snacks. But then she'd be like, "You want a fruit roll? We have so much fun today." But she like never had fruit roll-ups. Like, they were always like fruit by the foot, Gushers. She loved Gushers. Always had Gushers. Like little fruit smileys that they like. Everything but fruit roll-ups, or yeah, everything but fruit roll-ups. She never fucking had those, but that's what she called all of them. She's like, "You want that fruit roll-up? Is in my fanny pack? Okay, I give to you." And yeah, they'd get the fucking pack of Gushers and be like, "What the hell? What the hell is this?" My mom actually lives in Washington, so I don't think she'll be making it to the meetup. But I mean, I could see I really want her to visit. Again, she just opened up a salon by herself, and she's looking for employees, so she cannot leave and go anywhere. I asked her to come visit. She was like, "No, I have no people. I trust no one." I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "I need a manager. I don't know no one for that. Okay, just like."
Oh, Chloe.
Thank you, Chloe. I love you. But she's like, she won't come visit me, and I was just kind of, that's fine, Mom. I guess I'm gonna have to come up there to see you, but I would really like for you to come see the kids and stuff. Like, that would have been great. But yeah, that's kind of little.
Heather had a good question. What does she specialize in, cosmetically speaking?
Oh,
like hair, makeup?
She doesn't like. I mean, she could do makeup and stuff like that, but definitely like doing hair is where it's at. Like, she's done my nails before too, but it's not. No, I know, and her makeup's not bad. Honestly, like, okay, so this is another thing. My mom is so fashionable. Like, she's so fashionable. She'll come like just looking amazing all the time for everything. And I'll be like, "Bitch, where are we going? Like, I thought we were going to Walmart. Why do you look like that?" She's like, "What you mean? I just threw this on, okay? Just throw it on." What you mean? I'm like, Mom. I think Brooke said the same thing too. She was like, "Why? Like, I'm in workout clothes. What are you doing?"
So, military runs in your family, kind of. Your father's a army man. Your brother and his wife, correct, are both military. Why did you shy away from it? What made you want to be an engineer? Not many people know that you're an engineer.
It's because I'm fat, dude. Like, real talk, I thought about doing the whole like going to school and then going officer, OCS, because they do need engineers in the Air Force, but like I do not make the lane tape for that. I've been trying. Actually, that was something me and Brooke were talking about, was like getting me into shape so I can apply for OCS, which would not be bad. You'd
be building airplanes and shit. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, and gosh, I'd probably be able to get a really good job afterwards too. But yeah, so that's something we're actually talking about. I wouldn't mind doing that. But yeah, it's just I've been overweight most of my life, so never thought the military thing could be my thing.
Sounds like you're working really hard at it since you moved to Cali. You got a personal trainer?
Yeah. I did get a personal trainer. And, I mean, I've lost a lot of weight, but still, it's still a work in progress. But, we're doing good, and I have that support system with Brooke too. She's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of keep each other on our toes. Although if I see her eating ice cream, I just let it happen. Oh, and she's the one actually in a competition. Like, I don't actually have like a straight up goal, except for the race thingy that I'm supposed to be doing with Lord Limes in September. Like, that's kind of my goal to get in shape.
What is this? Tell us about this.
So
I don't know anything about this.
I don't know if he's still watching the stream, but Lord Limes invited me to do a 24-hour race across San Francisco or some shit. It's called Questival. It's like it's a 24-hour adventure. So I'm going to try to be in shape for that. Supposed to be going to the gym with the wife and Christian. Yes, I am. We went last week, so next week we're definitely going. I just couldn't go this week because of the interview. Was our day to go was actually Thursday.
Scrappy's wearing something.
He's wearing?
He's wearing something. He's got clothes on.
Oh, it's like attached to his...
He's wearing a scarf, I think.
Yeah, it's adorable. Wait, barely there. Which one of you guys are... Who's...
He said he was the DM, I think.
Oh, okay. So... Nice, okay. Yeah, so... His wife is Christian, and Christian is also, like, really, really fit and crazy, so I'm excited for that. I think she's also on her team, right? Maybe. But anyways, yeah, so I'm trying to get in shape for that, too.
Cool. Tell us about this D&D campaign. I just started DMing, and I'm pretty bad at it, but I'm learning a little bit as I go. So, what's happened so far in this D&D campaign?
So much stuff has happened.
Yeah?
Okay, so there's this like dank herb.
Okay.
That like gives you hella stats, like stat boost.
If you
and
eat
like
it? If you just hold it, or what?
If you smoke it.
If you smoke it, okay.
Well, eating it too. There was a sandwich. Lord Limes had a sandwich that he ate for hella stats. So our NPC that's played by our DM has a thing for my character. And Barch. It's called Barch. You can smoke it or eat it, yeah.
Okay.
And I definitely like sold my body for some Barched. And I rolled a D100 and got a 40, so I guess it was 40 minutes of selling my body for Barched.
So your character prostituted? That's pretty awesome. Yeah. That's legit. I like this DM. I like him.
Oh, dude, you'd love him. He's fucking funny, man. Like, his voice for everybody is the same, but his characters are always so hyped. So he's voicing over our NPC, and we have a goblin. I don't remember the backstory for our goblin. Maybe somebody will say them stats. So I got +8 to health. +8 to health. I'm like level 4, dude. Will. So sorry, Will. Yeah, that's what he said. He's like, why can't I screw a werebear for stats? Jesus. He's a werebear. God. D&D Night's pretty lit though. I'm so happy I got to join up with these guys and play. Like, I'm not like this is my first like live one. And the good thing about it is there's a couple of other new people too, so it's not like I'm the only one who's new. But Lord Limes, Lady Limes, and Marcus, the DM, they've all been really kind and helping everybody out get started and stuff. So that's good. Oh, people are home. I'm gonna let Scrappy out the room.
Okay. The monsters LARP. That'd be pretty cool, Megan.
Yeah, he don't play no games. He loves Brooke.
Is it online, or do you like go somebody's house and actually do it?
Yeah, we go over to Marcus's house.
That's cool.
And we play there.
Does he go all out? Does he do maps and stuff, or is it all theater of the mind?
So we don't really have a map, but we do have like the little minis. I don't know. We have a little little token thingies.
Mm-hmm.
So we do have people on the field, and oh gosh, there, I don't know. So we have a grid, but we didn't use the grid last time. But it was fine because we could kind of tell where everything was at, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like a big deal. And a lot of us are melee, so it's also not like a huge deal to have the grid, I guess. But yeah, we have little pieces. There's no, I mean, we don't really need the maps either because it's mostly just like storytelling. Marcus does a really good job with storytelling, so that's good.
Great.
Don't sell your body, Will. Don't judge me. You're so young. You're so young, Will.
Oh.
Yeah, he has the grid now. I mean, we still. Are you guys playing tonight? By the way, I don't know if you guys are playing tonight, but I'm kind of sad I missed workout and all that stuff. But I've been looking forward to this for a while, actually.
Tell us.
The interview thing.
Tell us about your character. Did you roll randomly, or did you come up with the concept yourself?
So we needed a little bit of tank. Will has sent me a Snapchat.
Uh-oh.
So we needed a little bit of tank on our team because one of our guys was missing the first day, and he was our paladin. So really, I was like, I wouldn't mind playing a tank. Usually, when I play video games, almost always I pick mage, like Skyrim or League of Legends. Any of those type of games, I almost always pick mages. It's kind of what I'm drawn to.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another campaign I'm doing with some friends online that I'm a warlock on. So I was like, I'm kind of excited to be a tank. Like, that sounds like fun. I want to be a dope. Like, I just kind of want to be an idiot too. Is that okay? And they're like, cool. But they convinced me to be a paladin. So I am a paladin. I'm a dwarf.
And female dwarves.
Female dwarf, yes. And I'm also like a little backwoods because, so my character was left in the woods one day. And so she grew up underneath a bridge. And so she kind of got it in her head that she's a bridge troll, even though she's a dwarf. So, like, kind of a little dopey, kind of a little backwoods. He doesn't really have a proper education. But one day, a paladin came to her bridge and was like, paladin came to her bridge running away from stuff. And I came out of the bridge and was like, asked my riddles 3. And the paladin couldn't answer my riddles 3. So in exchange for safe crossing, they had to teach me to be a paladin, which honestly they were okay with doing because they were just trying to hide anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually the law caught up to them and killed the paladin. So I am a revenge paladin.
Ooh.
That talks in a little bit of a country accent, if you know what I mean.
Hell yeah.
Also, every time we're somewhere safe, I'm always looking for a table because the table makes me feel safe, like I'm at home.
So you get underneath the table?
Yeah, I spent like 2 hours, like 2 IRL hours in a tavern drunk under a table the first night we played.
You're a female dwarf. What? Who was it that actually rented you? Who decided that they wanted a female dwarf prostitute?
Oh, the werebear.
The werebear?
Our NPC werebear, yeah.
Oh, shit. Damn.
Yes. Oh, so he actually rolled. Okay, so for the NPC, he actually rolled the flaw that you will have a, what is it? Oh, it's a love that's not returned. What's that called? Oh, yes. So that's what he rolled. So he's like, this works perfectly. Like, you obviously have a problem with this werebear hitting on you all the time. So we'll just make this part of the story. Like, it's actually my character flaw. Forbidden love. There we go. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Forbidden love. Yeah. So he's the giant werebear who, thank you, Will.
Oh, Will. Hey, Stacy.
Hey, Stacy.
We haven't seen Stacy in around in a
while.
while.
Don't let the bad men touch you for money. Oh, well. IRL, I won't ever do that, Will, okay?
It's not Christian.
But in D&D, +8 to health is +8 to health, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. Do Do you find it easy to get into your character and become the revenge paladin, or was it
Actually,
awkward
it's
for you
not
at
terrible.
first?
It's really not terrible. I honestly, okay, so another character that they decided that I'm speaking for is we have a griffin friend. Our other paladin chose to, instead of having like a legendary weapon, they have a griffin that they can summon, and I voiced the griffin, and he's a fucking thug. Like I like flew in from the air, was like, "Hey, yo, you want to fuck some shit up?" You're like, Griffin, Griffin, please. The
What
first
is
day we played, we thought he was just a really weird DM.
what is Lord Lime's play?
He is a cleric, so we all have to make sure that we're very good people, or he will kill us. Yeah, his god is Thor.
Um, my ex Danny is in my campaign, and we've got Cheese Blue and Brevis. I picked a bunch of first timers because I didn't want, it's my first time too, so I didn't want a lot of people. No, you can't do that. Rule checking me and stuff like while I'm trying to get comfortable with the game. And Danny's this good cleric, and Cheese Blue's a rogue.
I see
And
that.
they were going through a city, and Cheese Blue comes out of the shadows and just shanks the civilian and kills him. Like, commits flat out murder right in front of everybody.
I can also see that.
And Danny got so pissed. She wouldn't talk to she wouldn't talk to them like the rest of all the other characters for like an hour.
I fucking love Cheese Blue.
I do too. It was so funny. I couldn't stop laughing. Dwarf Tempest Cleric.
Yeah, he's pretty sick, dude. Like, our party is a little OP, so I'm thinking that Marcus is probably gonna like throw some shit at us here soon, because like he gave us all really good weapons too. Like, and our party's so big. Like,
Ooh, do
I
we know
said,
anybody else that's in the party?
I don't know if you met Lady Limes. She hasn't like
Lady
come
Limes.
around a whole lot.
Well, I've not met her like one on one, but I've met her via Lord Lime's mic. Like we can hear her talking in the background during movie night.
Yeah, she's there. But everybody else, I don't think I've not like brought them here or anything. I actually don't know them online or anything at all. So IRL friends. I actually took Lady Limes with me to get my tattoo. Like, she was my +1.
Nice. So let's go back to engineering. What got you interested in electrical engineering? Where did that come from?
This is probably gonna sound really terrible. So one of the reasons I kind of have that like stigma with anytime anybody ever talks about college or school on our Discord, I'm just like,
I know you get
hey,
pretty
make
triggered.
sure that's what you want to do with your life. If you want to go to school, don't fucking go to school. Like, okay, so in high school, really good grades, like super good at math. Knew I should probably just go to college because if you're smart and you got good grades and you're good at shit in school,
that's what adults just kind of generically tell you have to do.
And I kind of got turned down for what I originally wanted to do. Like, I had asked if it was like a decent thing to go do, and I was told it wasn't. That Stephanie, you're really good at math. Like, before I even graduated high school, I already did 2 years of calculus. Like, I already had it under my belt. So when I was going into college, like, I got to start in Calc 3. So they're like, Stephanie, like, you got that already. You should go do something with that. Like, you're good at that. So engineering is what I went to go do. And then, because, it makes sense. Also, K-State, the college that was near me, is like one of the best engineering colleges in the country. So, seems like a good idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I was choosing between mechanical and electrical just because it's kind of like the things I was interested in. Like, mechanical definitely a little bit more than electrical, but at the time, like, electrical engineering was the new up and coming. Like, it was just like what everybody did. Because if you're in mechanical, that's where everyone goes. Like, everyone just does mechanical engineering because it's a little bit easier and it's more familiar, I guess. But like, the electricals are the ones getting jobs and like the more prestigious engineer. Like
Okay.
if you ranked the prestigious engineers on a list, it's chemicals then electricals, and I was like, I'm not doing chemical engineering. Like that sounds terrible. So electrical engineering is what I decided to do, and that is a really dumb reason to go to school. And I tell everyone that unless you really like what you're doing, you probably shouldn't go to school for that.
Mm.
Um, that's why it took me so fucking long to get a degree. But yeah, and I even quit school for 2 years.
Oh
But
shit.
I eventually went back because I really I knew I needed to do something and I wanted it. Like I just sometimes you just want the paper though. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just I felt shitty about myself for dropping out of school. And I did it for a couple of reasons. One, I didn't really want to be an engineer.
Mm.
Um, not really at all. Like it just, I mean, it sounds cool and it is a great job, but like I don't want to work 40 or like 60 hours a week doing something I hate. And that's kind of what most engineers end up doing when they graduate. And then the other reason is money. Like I was running out of money and couldn't really afford to go to school anymore. Like I wasn't really getting any help.
Mm.
Um, that and I got married. So like just a lot of things happened and there wasn't like a huge support for that. Like I kind of was told a lot that I wasn't really smart enough to do what I was wanting to do. So
Uh,
um that that really I'm not married anymore.
we'll talk about
um
that here in a little bit.
yeah, we could talk about that too. That's fine. I'm okay with that one. I actually yeah, we could talk about that. But yeah, he everything was always like a little bit of a competition for him. So like he was kind of telling me like I don't think you're smart enough. But you can do whatever you want to do. If you want to do it, you can do it. But if you don't want to do it, that's fine too. Which like is okay to hear because it sounds like a nice thing. Like, oh yeah, you just do whatever you want. Like if you don't think you want to go to school, don't go to school. But if you want to go to school, go ahead and do that. That's a really shitty thing to tell somebody.
It is.
Like it doesn't sound like it. Like it sounds really nice, but it's a really shitty thing to tell somebody. You should be like, hey, go to fucking school. Like do something. Just go. Like give me a kick in the ass and tell me to go. Okay. Don't just tell me everything's fine. But so I took 2 years off. I eventually ended up going back on my own just because I knew I wanted something. Like I just wanted something. And so I did. And then I graduated last December, and now I'm in like an entry level career. Hopefully, I'll move my way up. But it's kind of nice now. It's really chill, just like being
Yeah.
a kind of like a clerk, like the job before the job.
Yeah.
Pretty chill. But yeah, so I tell everybody like if you don't want it, then don't do it. I originally like told my parents I wanted to go to culinary school. And
Oh, you wanted to be a chef?
yeah, yeah, I love cooking. You know that feeling you get when you like make something for somebody and they
Oh
just
yeah.
fucking love it,
Oh yeah.
you
I love
know?
it too. Yeah.
And I'm a really good cook. Like really good cook. And I've worked those jobs before, so I know what it's like. Like I worked in a kitchen for about 4 years through high school and it wasn't a small one. I worked at, like for those of you who are military, I worked in a DFAC. I was a cook in a DFAC. I was actually first cook, the youngest first cook that they had ever. Um, and I really liked it. But and just put that in perspective, like I was the first cook for a crew of about 40
Hmm.
and I was 19.
Damn.
So it was something I really liked. So I told my parents like I wanted to go to culinary school. And my mom has always been really supportive of anything I wanted to do. So she said, just do it. I love you so much. You're amazing. Like, just do it. But my dad told me, but she's kind of right. He's like the type of person that'll be really honest and give me a kick in the ass. He said, Stephanie, if you go to culinary school, you're gonna first of all go to school and take forever. Then you have to if you want to be like a real chef, there's a lot of time put into that. Like you don't just become a chef. You got to work like in the kitchens, like you like from the bottom up. Like it's not. and it takes forever, and it's hard work and hard labor, and I don't want to see you struggling all your life, especially when you're so smart. You shouldn't have to struggle like that. Which turns out engineering school is a fucking struggle, and I struggled through that, and it was terrible. But, hurt in the right place, and he was right. You got a gift, you should use it, but I still think eventually, like, I don't know which way it'll go. Maybe I will end up going to culinary school in the future. Who knows? Or maybe I'll get my master's or something. I would actually really like to get my doctorate in engineering.
I'm seeing a partnership with your mom where you have buffet and then salon.
Actually, we talked about having a food truck if I moved out to Seattle, because my mom is also an amazing cook. I don't know if you were reading the Discord chat last night when I was talking to Gunho about bocking the papaya. She's like the woman who could bok the papaya as a kid. Yeah, my mom, oh my god, she lays it down. She lays that shit down. I still can't do it like her. Like, I don't know how the fuck she does it. Like, I'm so careful about it. I'm just like, kind of, because what it is, you grab it and you just like whack it and then you like slice and it like makes shreds. So you just like whack it with a knife like really hard and then shred. And I'm just like, I will do this as slow as possible, because every time I do it like she does it, it's just a mess and just terrible. But, you did too? Record blue? That's amazing.
So
it made me not like cooking. That's fair enough.
Scrolling back through the chat, it looks like our young Fugly Bear is getting bullied into going into engineering too. Do you have any advice for him? Because he's just about to wrap up his high school career. But it sounds like people are telling him to go into engineer. His life is going to be awful as well.
I mean, if you have something you like other than what they're asking you to do, then you should do it. We can do like a story time here. Okay, so my first year out of high school, I stayed at home. But my second year, no, not my second year. My first semester out of high school, I stayed at home. But my second semester out of high school, I moved out with a roommate, right? Mm-hmm. And we went to. You're always cooking when you come over for D&D. I will do that. Me and Lady Limes will definitely make dinner every time, because she's also a great cook. We tag team dinner last time, but anyways, sorry. So I moved out with a friend my first year of college, and freshman engineer, and she had been in school for a while. She's a little bit older than me. She was a music theater major, and so in my brain, I'm just like, what are you going to do with that degree? And we talked about it a few times, like, you're in music theater, like, I know it's what you love and all that stuff, but like, what do you do after school? Because like she had spent a lot of money on school. She went to New York to, not Juilliard. There's another one up there.
Juilliard's the only one I know.
No, there's another one. I forget what it's called, but she went there. So like expensive like trade school in New York to pursue music theater, and she was amazing. I used to go to like her shows and stuff, and I like, she talked to me about, she's like, it doesn't really matter what I do after school, because I'm doing something I love. Like, I'm gonna get my music theater degree, and maybe I could teach, maybe I could do something, but at least I know I did what I wanted to do.
Is it like writing and choreography, or is it more like actually singing in the play? What does she do?
It's performance art, so like plays and stuff, but singing, like so like okay. Basically like Glee, but with like so when you do musicals.
Yeah. I'm just is she behind the scenes, or is she on the?
No, she was on the stage. Like she was on the stage. I went to go see. They did Pet Shop of Horrors. I went to go see that.
Oh, cool.
But anyways, like a lot of stuff like that. She's always on the stage. But she's amazing, and is like one of those lessons I learned, like one of the first lessons I learned as an adult. Just like sometimes it doesn't really matter what's going to happen in the future. Like you should always plan for the future, but like you shouldn't waste your time and waste your life like doing something because you think it's a good idea. Like everyone's telling her that music theater is not a really good idea because like who's good, like what are you going to get a job doing? And she's like, well, I'll get a job doing something, but then on the side I'm going to do what I love. And like that's kind of what life's about, right? Just doing what you love. And it's just one of those things to think about. Like maybe you go to school for your career, but at least on the side, something like do what you like to do. I think that's kind of the route I'm going in more so. Like I'm gonna try to have an engineering career, but I think on the side I would actually like to pursue something else, like
Yeah.
something else I like really like, you know.
Yeah. But we should tell Fugly when if he goes to college, we should try and get him into one of those college league teams.
Oh yeah, yeah, those are
He's
kind of the
amazing.
thing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, depends on where you go. But I know I think I saw K State, my college,
Hmm.
go to one of those things. Pretty
Yeah.
lit, but you should always just do what you want to do.
Okay, so let's go back a little bit because at the beginning of the stream, you alluded to going through a lot of changes in your life. So let's talk
Oh, and it sounds like Nymph
about
wants to know about this whole mystery that I was married,
yes.
which really wasn't. If you were around the monsters when I first joined, like I was married. Um, I only recently got divorced. Well, actually, I shouldn't say recently because we like officially
Yeah,
split last January.
it's
So
been quite a while.
we officially split in January. The divorce papers went through in June. So it's been a little bit, but I mean,
That was a rough situation for you though. It's good that you got out.
yeah, yeah. I mean, you just kind of got to do what you got to do. Um, but it's just like I don't know. It's difficult. I'm not really sure what all like you guys want to know about that. It's just, some people just grow apart and
Let me
bad
see if I
things happen. And
can. So, tell us tell us what was wrong with your marriage,
oh,
and then tell us what you did to get out of it, like the steps you took.
so okay, so I had been with him for a really long time, but I had also been trying to leave him
Mhm.
for a really long time. Um, and it's kind of he was in the army, so like he got deployed twice while we were together. So 2 of those years that we were together, we weren't even really together. Um, but I was just really unhappy for a really long time, and it kind of had to do with like I didn't feel like I was good enough. You know what I'm saying? Like I spent a long time feeling like I had to make myself worthy to be around him, and that's a really shitty feeling. Like I don't know if
Yeah, so that's a deep pit of no self esteem right there.
yeah. So there were like a few events that really like hit me and made me realize that like I was not in a good place and like I really need to get out. And I'd say the first one was when I went to go visit my grandma in Vancouver. Um, that was like I want to say that was about 3 years ago. It was his first visit to visit my family in Canada
Hmm.
because my family is all over the world. So like for me to visit them, it took a really long time. And also, I'd spent a really long time getting to know his family. He has a huge family, and they're all clustered.
Yeah,
So it's like, hey, do we go visit like your one relative here, or do we go visit my whole family down here? And it's just like, I'm not paying for the vacation. You are. So where are we going? I guess we're going where you want to go. So there's that. Um, but we finally went to go visit my grandma, and we were talking like in the living room, just how having like a nice chat. But then we started talking about school and stuff, and um, he had mentioned that. Oh, she's going to school, but I don't know if she's gonna like get a job or anything afterwards because like her grades aren't so good, and I'm not too sure if she's really like good at what she's doing. But it's fine because like I'll take care of her, so you don't have to worry about that. Like I'll take care of her,
Mm.
and I just let it happen. Like I just let him say that.
Mm.
And later, my grandma came and talked to me. She was like, "I'm just letting you know that if you guys want to come back and visit again, like he's not welcome in my house."
Oh wow.
And she's like, it's like my granddaughter was like, she was the smart one. She was good at good. She's confident, and like I knew that she's good at things with her life. And then she comes here and visits, and she's letting some guy tell her that she's not going to do anything with her life. He's just going to take care of her.
Mm.
He's not welcome here.
So that was your first time. So you were kind of inundated with this, like he's up here and I'm down here vision of him, and that was your first time seeing
The
that
big
he's
problem with
really
it
an
was
asshole.
I just let him say that, and I didn't even defend myself.
Mm.
And she's like, she's like, I can't even believe. Like, do you honestly think that that's true? And I couldn't answer. Like, I honestly couldn't answer. And she's like, I don't ever want to see that again. So that was the first one. So that was really awkward staying for the rest of the vacation at her house after she had talked to me like that, because she was right. She is so right. There's no reason.
Thank God for grandma.
Well, there was no reason. It's like, you should never, like, I just couldn't even believe that I let somebody, like, let me think that I wasn't good enough.
Mm.
So then there's the next thing that kind of happened, a little bit of like a happier story, I guess. So his second deployment, he left, and I told him that I didn't want to be alone. Like I wasn't, because the first deployment he left and I was living by myself. I didn't even have Scrappy then, so it was just me by myself.
Mm.
And I told him, I was like, that's not happening again. You leave again, like I want roommates. Like I'm gonna move in with people. And he's like, that's fine, it's cool. So I moved into a house with some friends, and you've actually met one of them, Dave, my friend that I invited to come play park with. He was one of them. And then it was Dave, Ashton, and Kirsten.
Tube Steak.
Yeah, him. So it was David, Ashton, and Kirsten I moved in with, and Charles left for deployment, and so we were all living together, and it was like I had a family again. Like we just like did things for each other. There was a day where I was like, hey guys, it's like really nice outside. It's supposed to be nice later this afternoon. Like, wouldn't you guys like have a bonfire? And they're like, yeah, that sounds great. Then I went to school. I came home. Dave and Ashton were in the backyard chopping wood. Like they had gone out, like took down a fucking tree, and they were chopping wood in the backyard, like real man style. And I was like, guys, what are you doing? And Ashton was like, you said you wanted a bonfire, right? Like, yeah. Do you need me to do anything? They're like, no. Like, you wanted a bonfire, so we're making a bonfire tonight. We already called the crew. Like, everyone's coming over. And I was just like, what?
Doing things?
Doing? Are you sure? And then I was just like confused later. I was like, do you guys need me to do anything or take care of anything? And like they pulled me aside. They're like, Stephanie, like we don't need a reason to do nice things for each other. And like,
that's awesome. Good people.
I had forgotten. And we did stuff like that all the time together.
That's great.
And it was a whole year of that. Like I loved it so much. I had forgotten. And that's really terrible to say. I had really forgotten that you don't really need a good reason to be nice to each other.
Now, how did you go about getting yourself out of that?
Well, so like we had been together for such a long time that like I was afraid. I was really afraid to leave.
Yeah.
And so I mean, okay, so this is an easier way to put it. So like I'll just continue with that story. So
Okay.
after Charles came back from his deployment, we kind of lived together, all of us in the same house, and
Charles too, like he moved in
mhm,
with everybody.
yeah, and we were talking about renewing the lease and stuff for everybody, and he straight up told me, he's like, I'm not living with these people. Like, I just don't like
I don't like
being like
happy.
sharing the space, and I like having my own space. And I was like, I don't think you understand. Like, I'm really happy here, and we didn't renew the lease. We moved out, and Ashton and Kirsten ended up moving to Kansas City, and Dave ended up moving back to Topeka.
Mm.
And my best friend that I had back home, Sarah, ended up moving to Germany with her husband. So I was all alone again, and I was scared again, like because I really thought, like I was like, this is it. Like I know it's gonna put me in a really bad situation, like financially, to leave him because of what he did. Because he had already bought that car for me, so I couldn't like afford to leave.
Yeah. Well, that's an interesting thing that you've shared with me in the past. Is that he that was his way of controlling you, was spending money on you and making you feel like you were in debt. Is that correct? Is that a good way to say it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I don't really want to go too much into that. It's
Okay.
just it's a terrible way of you think that somebody cares about you because they do nice things for you and they buy you things, but then it's really like, hey, you don't really have a right to be upset about anything because I keep
Because
buying you
because
things.
I spent this much money on you.
And yeah, I just like it's a terrible thing to do to somebody. So I just won't go into that too much. But
Well, it's a good. It's we got more than one monsters that are in bad situations. So seeing that other people also go through these things and that you actually got yourself out of it, like you kind of graduated out of it. So people that are also struggling can.
Jen, I miss you so much.
Wow, Killer Jen.
Yeah, I got this like 2 weeks ago. You um he wasn't my high school sweetheart. I actually met him through friends. It was actually really not anything exciting. Just some friends introduced us to each other, and he was really, at the time, just really nice to me. Of course, he bought me a bunch of shit, and I was young. And when some guy buys you a lot of shit and tells you he loves you, you tend to kind of believe him. But and I honestly, what's the thing is, like, I do think he loves me. But he just didn't know how to. Like, he didn't know how
Mm,
to show that or to
yeah,
express to other people that he did. So he
yeah,
did it by buying me shit, but not actually like supporting me in anything I wanted to do. It's
that
not really
makes
like doesn't make him like a bad person. Just he just didn't know, and I still don't think
yeah,
that he knows
yeah,
like
right,
how
Stacy.
terrible.
Insecurity. It can do a
But
lot of some nasty things to people. But yes, continue, please.
okay,
Sorry.
so this is kind of where like you guys came in, honestly, because I met you guys about 6 months after moving out of that house with the guys,
Okay.
and um, I instantly fell in love with the community. Like I had felt so loved by you guys, like instantly. Like I showed up, so like, and so many people were around, and like took the time to talk to me, spend time
Hmm.
with me. Like Stephanie, you want a game? And it was like the first time that I was just like getting hit up messages, like let's hang out. Like I like hanging out with you. Like um, and then we did like events, fucking hot shit tournament. Like
It's so
that
fun.
shit. Like I honestly stayed a really long time just to play hot shit. I was terrible at everything else. I tried to play Street Fighter. I was so horrible. I'm still really bad at hot shit, but everyone is, so it's fine. But
yeah. Hot shit, who cares?
Yeah, I know, who cares? But so many people just wanted to spend time with me, and like, or when you broke your laptop, that was the best. You know, if I ever want like a little pick me up, that's like the best video to watch. Is just over and over him screaming at that fucking chair. But
yeah, that was a good night.
We had so many good times, and it kind of like reiterated to me, like, you know, your friends may have all just moved away, because like I said, my friends had all just left me. And they didn't leave me, like, they left to go, you know, continue their lives, but they just weren't around mine anymore.
Yeah.
And I was alone. And then I found you guys, and I wasn't alone anymore. And kind of knowing, and the thing is like, not only were you guys around, but like I could just take you with me, because you know, the internet and stuff.
Yeah.
And I just kind of knew that I wouldn't, like, if I left him, I wasn't going to be alone. And that's kind of something like is the big fear, like, can you handle is not, you know, because I've been alone before. Like, that first time he's deployed, I was by myself for a whole year. Like, I didn't have anybody. And it was terrible. And, like, really, really terrible. I like your bed, can I sleep in it? Sure. You want me to share? You share with Totoro?
Hey, Totoro!
Totoro.
Hell yeah.
But, yeah. And again, I met so many friends. I like interwebs friends. Yeah. And the thing is, it's just like, everyone just like, just loved each other, you know? It, like, I don't know. I've been on other communities, and it's not really the same. It's really not. Like, I can show up and just everyone's hype, just to see me, and that's a good feeling. So
everybody loves this Stephanie.
So it was kind of one of those things. Where just like, you know, you can do this. You can get out of this. You don't have to be alone. Like, just go. Jen, you do have friends. We just never see you. You're never around. And yes, Megan's been showing up lately, so you should too.
Whoa, what's up, Schmoopy? Haven't seen that name
Hello.
in a long time.
But yeah, so I ended up like just straight up telling him, like, hey, I'm not happy, and I don't think you could possibly be happy with me being unhappy all the time around you. Like, I need to do something for myself. I really do. And so I did. And I gave up a lot of stuff to leave him. Like,
you even gave up Scrappy for a couple months.
I did give up Scrappy for a few months because I didn't know if I could take him to wherever I was going to live, because that was a really shitty situation.
Yeah, you moved in with those girls, right?
So I was okay. So this is why I gave up Scrappy for a little bit. I was supposed to move in with my dad, and my dad said I couldn't bring Scrappy for whatever reason, even though he lived in a house and stuff. Like, he's like, no, you can't. You got to figure something out with him. Like, he's not going to live here. And I was like, okay. So I gave Charles Scrappy, but then my dad decided that I also wasn't going to live there.
Oh God.
And so I had about 2 weeks to find an apartment in the middle of summer. Before the school season starts. Yeah, so basically the 2 months at the end of most people's leases, I had to find a place to live. So I found a place, and luckily it turned out with some really nice people. So I got really lucky. And also they didn't care if we had pets. Because my roommate Kayleen, she had she had just got a puppy. So she was raising a puppy in that apartment. And I went and drove to Denver to go get Scrap, because Charles moved to Denver for some reason. Whatever fucking reason he decided to do that. So I drove out there to go get Scrappy and come back. But yeah, about 2 months without him. It was really rough. I remember in my feels, but I had the community. So like every night I was with somebody. I know I spent a lot of nights watching Netflix with with Trent. 'Cause, uh, that was really nice. I didn't want to play a whole lot of games because I wasn't feeling it. So
Yeah.
I remember that. That was really nice. Um, yeah, I don't. That's why I like when people ask me like, "This is my family," you know. It's my second family.
Man, that makes me very happy. That makes me very happy. Feels good. So, then you get this offer from your brother and his wife.
Oh,
Tell everybody about
yeah.
that.
So okay.
I remember the night it happened when you came in and told me in sweetness about it.
Yeah, yeah. So they were trying to send my sister and brother both to a deployment at the same time. They were going to send Vince to Turkey and send Brooke to
Mhm.
Korea at the same
Both,
time.
both dangerous.
Yeah. I don't hate you, Jen. I miss you. Bridget! My love. So anyways, they originally called my dad because my dad is actually um, the what's it legal guardian caretaker whatever. If anything happens to them, my dad and stepmom are supposed to take the kids,
Mhm.
right? And so they called them up first and was like, "Hey, we're getting deployed. Um, we need somebody to take the kids." And I guess like my dad was like, "Well, have you asked Stephanie? Because like she's about to graduate and then she's really got nothing going on." So yeah, seems good. But anyways, they called me and like of course I just told him, I was like, yeah. He was like, you can take some time to think about it. So it's a pretty big decision. Like I'm asking you to basically like pick up and move across the country and you know leave everything and come be a mom. And I was like, it doesn't really matter. If you need me to do it, I'm gonna do it. Like you don't.
That's
My
a.
brother is the
Go ahead.
best family I have. Like hands down. Always been there for me. Like, as a kid, always there for me. Like he basically raised me from I don't know what age, but like anything I needed to go do, he'd take me to it. Like supported me through everything. So I just told him like, there's no way I'm not gonna help. If you need me, I'll be there. Like, I mean, if you find something else, that's fine too. But like, I'll do it, no problem. Um, Luckily, we found out Brooke didn't have to get deployed, but like they called me. They're like, "Hey, Brooke's not deploying, but like we're still gonna need help. Like she's full time in the Air Force, and like she's not gonna be able to do it by herself. You know, she's gonna need your help." And I was like, "Yeah, it's fine. I'm still coming. I'll come." Um, because like actually, I hadn't. I okay. So I did meet Brooke once before, but it was for like an hour. So before that, I did not know her at all. But it didn't really matter because like I hadn't got a whole lot of time with my niece and nephew either, and I wanted to be there for them, you know, and get to know them. And turns out Brooke's really fucking cool. So like I'm really happy that I came.
Yeah.
But God, I don't, do you remember the day that I was moving? I was just I was really depressed because like
Um,
I basically just packed what I could in my car and drove off. Like everything else I left, I gave away everything. I gave away all my things. Um, and I called up Charles, and he ended up getting all my big stuff that I had. Like, because we tried to split everything in half, but it didn't really work out that way.
yeah.
He got everything, like all of our things he got, and I basically just like, you had your computer on Haslock. What's a Haslock? Um. So yeah, my car, all I could fit in there was my computer, my clothes, my dog. I mean, a few other things that are in storage. Like there was two really big boxes of that said important on them when I had them in storage, so I just took them, but I still had to look through them. Obviously, it's not that important, so I'm not really sure why I took those. But I think it's actually like clothes and like I labeled them important when I was dividing our stuff up between mine and Charles's things when we were splitting up.
Gotcha.
So I'm thinking it's pretty important, but I don't know. I gave away my ninja, so it must be really important.
It's a
That's a
spaniel,
blender, by the
Zenji.
way.
A spaniel named
Oh, I can
Scrappy.
hold
Yeah,
on.
let's bring him back in. Scrappy.
Here he is. Yeah, he was waiting outside the door.
Yeah, I remember.
He is a King Charles.
I remember the road trip, Snapchats all on the road trips.
Yeah, because it was
That
just
was
me
really
and
awesome.
Scrappy
Yeah.
on the adventure across the country. Well, I guess not really across the country. We went from Manhattan, Kansas to Vacaville, California. So
Halfway across the country.
halfway across the country, just me and him.
Mm.
Yeah, it was kind of like I don't know if you know, for those of you who play League of Legends, like when you select Ashe as a champion, she goes like all the world on one arrow. And I told her it was like so I can hear her talking to me, but she's saying all your shit in one carload, just over and over again. All your shit in one carload. It's it's a really weird feeling to do something like that because like I had been on my own for what 7 years, 7 years of shit accumulated. And I just take it. It was the weirdest thing ever because all my stuff was in storage previously because I had been living in that small apartment with those people. And so I just pulled all my stuff out of storage, all the boxes that I had, and I gave them one away. But I was there with my friends when they were getting the shit from me. So it was like Christmas because like it was all the stuff I really like because it was my stuff, but other people were getting it. Merry Christmas, all of Stephanie's favorite things, but not for you, bitch. It's for other people.
I'm glad you did it. The California life and that situation has worked wonders on you, and you look amazing. You look happy. You've been doing well for yourself out there.
Yeah, I mean a few ups and downs, little bumps. Actually, so strange thing. Charles had actually been talking to me just because I think he's like, well, I don't really understand why he decided to move to Denver, like, because he doesn't have any friends or family there. So he's like been talking to me, like we're trying to be friends or something. Which I told him like I kind of like, you're a good person, but like I don't, you hurt me. I don't really want to talk right now. But he was like trying to talk about like, give me some time, like I want to make it up to you, like I want to get back together. And I straight up told him like I'm not. It's not something I think I'll ever be interested in. And he's like, I'll wait. I don't mind waiting, like however long it takes. And I straight up like 3 days ago, I straight up told him, I was like, just don't waste your time, don't waste your energy, just don't. Like I don't want anything to do with you as far as that goes. Like if you need somebody to talk to, that's fine. Like I understand that because you are by yourself, and I can be that. But like, I'm never getting back together with you.
Good.
And he just said goodbye. So I don't know.
It's hard to tell somebody that. So it took some balls to do that, and it's good.
So just some ups and downs. I'm really happy not being with somebody right now.
Yeah. 2 years later, I'm finally in that boat. It took me 2 years to get there, but I'm finally comfortable being by myself. Like only recently. um, Typically I talk to people about their gaming situation and how they got into games and what they do, but Your story's pretty profound, and by the chat, it looks like it's resonating with a lot of people. So if you would like to, we can go ahead and go to the open questions in Discord.
Oh, yeah, we can do that. Does anybody even want to know how I got into League of Legends? It was Ashton, the friend that I moved in with, introduced me to League of Legends, and I ended up really liking it. I've not brought him to the Discord because he's not good with people. Not that he's not good with people, he just doesn't like people. Also, he's like one of those type of people that like he's not bad at the game, but he's not great either. But he will never take advice. So, like, I didn't think it would be great to like bring him like, hey, here's Ashton. He's definitely belongs low tier, but he will try to tell you what to do. Here's my good friend Ashton. But now he introduced me to League of Legends. But I brought Dave because like he plays other games.
Yeah, Dave is great.
Likes that.
Kind of sad we don't see him much.
Well, I guess he had a little house trouble recently, so he's not even on the computer at all. But I talk to him still. Like, we still play games. I think. I just don't think our kind of group was like his crowd because he likes to play different things. We don't have like a really big survival scene, and I've noticed that too. Like, I've been trying to play some games, but just like it's not consistent. So when I want to go play survival games, I actually go other places too. Mm-hmm. So, and good League players are just not good with people. That is true. That is very true. You guys just scared Dave off. That's all. Yeah. You scared him off. Oh, hey, I hate people too. Yeah, you're right, Oliver. He's definitely silver. Oh God. Yeah, we can go to open questions. You said it's in the Discord.
Yeah. So I got under events. I got a Rainbow Blight room. So let's go there. Stay on the cam, please.
Okay.
We'll just mute our mics in this call, and we can open it in Discord.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay, so this is open forum for anybody in the chat that would like to come and ask the lovely Rainbow Blight some questions.
We're talking to Jen, Mrs. Killer Jen, who I've not seen in forever.
Yeah.
William should come. Megan.
Hi, Heather.
I
think you're muted, Heather. Hey, Megan.
Hey. No, the dog's barking. I just haven't said anything. Just being a bitch.
Yeah, we're Discording Jen. If you want to come talk to Jen live, I'll give you. I don't know if you still have the Monsters Discord or not, but I'll drop
she's
it for
in
you.
it. I could see her.
Oh, okay.
I got vision.
Killer Jen.
I heard Megan's sexy ass voice, and I was like, "All right, I'm here."
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Jen, you came first. Come on.
So Heather, you got a question?
I think I'd like to later on. I'll speak with Steph personally because I feel that a lot of which she went through with her marriage is exactly the same fucking boat I'm in now, and I'm struggling 7 years down the road.
I was with him, so. For those of you who don't know, because it's not like something I like to like put on blast, but I was with him for 6 years.
Oh no! Next week is 7 years of marriage. We've been together for 10 years, and oh my god, if I don't fucking kill him soon, I swear.
Ooh, cut his finger off.
I think Jen and I are really good at hiding bodies.
Yeah, I am. I learned that you can throw. I learned that you can throw bodies down a trash compactor at my work and nobody will find them. So, just putting that out there for you.
I'm interested. Where do you work?
A grocery store.
Yeah, dude, the trash compactors in grocery stores are redonk.
Ridiculous. They're disgusting.
Jen, can I please see a panoramic view of your whole tattoo?
What? Jen?
What?
No, Steph, sorry. My brain
was
altering.
Okay, so it's how do I do this?
Yes.
Well, that's just bae.
Oh my god. I'm fucking in love with your arm.
Yeah.
Can I cuddle it?
Yeah. It's still healing.
Will you be leaving it shaded?
I'll wait until it heals to cuddle it, I promise.
Yeah, I'll wait until it heals it too.
It's almost done healing. I just have like a few places that are still peeling, but
yeah. Will you be leaving it shaded or adding? Will you be adding additional to it color or?
I just wanted it black and white. Like they're gardenias and they're like gardenias are white, so like I figured if I try like if I'm gonna leave those uncolored, like I should just leave the rest of it uncolored too, because it's not really a point. Like it'll just make them not stand out.
The grayscale looks phenomenal.
Yeah,
they did a great job.
Cause they like.
Are you going full sleeve?
I don't know yet.
Do it.
Oh gosh, like if I'm gonna do it, I want the same person to do it, because I don't want it to be like mix match. So like I'd have to save up a lot for it. Yeah. But like the guy's amazing, and I have his number. So like if he ends up moving to a different shop, I still have his information.
Yeah, you wanna shout him out? I mean, obviously he's not watching, but you tell everybody.
You don't know that.
So I got it done at West. Oh, so I got it done at Westfall Tattoo. If you just Google that, it's in Sacramento. But the guy who did it, his name is Chris. Chris Youngblood. I don't know if that's his real name or not. I'm pretty sure Chris is, but I don't know the last name. But anyways, yeah, he did mine, and he did Brooks too. He did Brooks, the Raven on her back.
Oh shit,
very
sick.
Cool.
I'm looking at him right now. It's so cool.
Yeah. So good stuff. But yeah, if I do get anything else done, like a full sleeve, like I have a friend who has a full sleeve from, it's another guy that does tattoos at that shop, Garner, if you looked at the website, but he did a sleeve for May and it's phenomenal also, so place is pretty good.
I'm so envious.
Saying Sacramento reminded me, you wanna tell everybody about what's happening in December? Because Jen has access to California, I know that.
I don't actually know what's going on. I think that's more of a Heather thing, because I don't. That's a Heather thing. You could tell what's happening.
Tell everybody about December. May not know.
December 9th.
Just like in general, like
that's like a month after my birthday.
The monster meetup in December in California.
I can actually drink alcohol.
What?
After that, yeah. It's a month after my birthday.
We're talking about
there will be there are plans for a monster meetup in December.
I'll totally fuck with that.
Jesus, I forgot I didn't mute Steam, and I'm like, everyone's still talking. I feel like an idiot.
I got a cousin that can hook you up with some Inca Chico for a dime bag. That sounds real sketchy.
That sounds sketchy as hell. That sounds really fucking sketchy.
Pretty sketch.
And in Chico, like 10 out of 10 sketch.
Here, get a $20.
Hey, Chico's 10 times better than Orville. Let's not even lie, okay?
Hey, so Bloodline, since you are in the chat too, like they're talking about a monster meetup in December that you're definitely also welcome to go to in Sac. We could all just go together. You and Best Waifu.
I mean, I'm just happy that there's a monster meetup in a place nicknamed Sac.
Sac. For those of us geographically retarded, is Sacramento, is that a Southern Cali thing?
That's a Northern Cali thing.
That's a Northern
Cali thing.
What the fuck?
I don't know California. I'm Southern.
It's a big state.
Hey, ZG.
I like that excuse. I don't know this. I'm Southern.
Let's name all the crackhead towns in California.
Oh no.
Oh, hey, CG. Wait, you never seen me? Feels bad. My picture's in the Discord. That's fine. It's fine.
So yes, monster meetup in December. The great Lady Phelan is graduating, finally. A resident psychologist, a psychotherapist. I don't know what she's doing. She's great with fucking brains, okay?
Yeah, I wanted to say Central, but it's like, I wanted to say North Bay area, but I don't know if that helps anybody either. But Sac is like, it's Northern Central.
Okay.
I feel like it's like the same problem with New Jersey. Like everybody fights over what's south, central, and north.
But it's so small. Yeah, he's gonna come in here to correct us.
I feel like it's like the same problem.
Thank you, Jen.
Oh my god.
Oh, Lord Limes is here. So does anybody have any questions for Queen Lady Monster?
Hey, Steph.
What's up?
Were you going to join us after this for D&D? Like, we're totally down if you are.
Yeah, if we let you go, could you still make it to D&D?
I probably could. God, I want to.
I love that noise you make, Steph.
She still has time. The wives haven't made it back from the gym.
Oh. Maybe. I'm actually like really tired today. My work has kind of cracked down on me showing up late. So like if it goes late again, I don't know. Also, I didn't buy anything. Again, I don't have any of my stuff. I meant to go to the store, but I didn't because I'm
5 hour energy.
Oh my god.
Really?
Cocaine.
Yeah, cocaine.
Okay.
I do not endorse the use of drugs, even though I did sell my body for some of that barched.
It doesn't sound like we've got any questions for you, so if you want to rush over there, we can wrap up and let you go. It's up to you, girl.
It's so late.
It's so hard being popular. You poor thing.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I thought I was supposed to like watch a movie with somebody. But I don't know what's happening now.
What movie?
I don't know.
The forest sometimes stuff.
Dude, you know, okay, so I have so many games on my list of games to play, okay? Like it's just fucking ridiculous. I bought Worlds Adrift this week because I finally got a key. Like I've been trying to get a key for like a month now. And I finally like snuck in there and got one when it was available. It was only available for like 2 hours. But I snuck in during work, got on my Steam account on my phone and bought it. So I got that. And then Gunho wanted to play some BDO with me. I just started a character on BDO. I think I'm level 20.
I have that.
And then,
it's been hard for me to get into that. How do you like it?
It's just grindy. You just gotta grind. But I want to make a character really bad.
It's got a long list of features that seem cool.
I just bought Portal 2. I think me and Gunho are gonna stream that.
Oh
on
hell yeah,
sometime.
that'll be awesome.
So
we need to put that on the monster schedule. That'll be fun.
I've played it already though, so I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna shut up. I'm just gonna put my
watch Gunho derp his ass around.
Gunho, wait, who's this Gunho you speak of? Don't you mean Donut Daddy?
I don't want to call him Donut Daddy. It makes me feel really awkward because he keeps trying to invite me over for dinner. Like
he's been going after Stacy that way too. I think
he's gonna rescue me and feed me mangoes. Like that's
very sweet of him.
It's really sweet. I'm so food motivated. Like you don't even know, mangoes are the key to my heart. Especially now that I'm like really restricted with what I eat. If you tell me you're gonna rescue me and give me mangoes,
what kind of?
I gotta skip D&D sometimes. D&D, I'm just really bad.
I'm taking notes.
There's just so many chips.
What's your?
So much popcorn.
What's your diet like?
So Brooke did a macros breakdown for me for what I'm allowed to have and not have. And just basically what I got to get into my diet every day.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see, because I can tell you what my macros are currently. they're terrible because actually it's really not that bad. I shouldn't say that. It's just like a lot of protein, basically. I am supposed to get 170 grams of protein a day. I don't like one protein shake is 30 grams. So like if you can think about how much protein that is, it's a lot. But I'm only allowed to have about 70 grams of carbs and about 40 grams of fat. So like my morning is a protein shake with half a cup of oatmeal, and then my snack in between that is protein. And then my lunch is protein and a carb, so usually like rice or sweet potato. And then my snack in between that is protein, usually like egg whites, and a fat too. So sometimes I'll just put like one yolk with it or one or two yolks with it. And then dinner is protein. Imagine that, more protein.
You're working pretty hard in the gym, so you need that protein.
Yeah.
Dude, just do chicken and broccoli every freaking day. That's it. I straight up do that and you're good.
Like, I'm on that poultry life.
Yeah, it's fucking so chicken and broccoli.
And turkey.
And just keep doing that every fucking day for like 90 days and just keep exercising and it's perfect.
Jen, I've been on this diet since January. Like, I've been working on this since January. I've actually, so my weigh-in's tomorrow, guys. I do a weigh-in once a month on the little thingy. But like so far, I've lost like 4% body fat. So
fuck yeah,
we're doing things. But I'm still like staying around the same like shape because I guess muscle is the thing.
Yeah, you're growing muscle too.
Yeah, so my weight's not been like fluctuating too much.
Muscle weighs more than fat, girly.
Yeah, but I want to be strong. Like I really just want to be like. So my sister is really strong, and I guess the other day she finally reached one of those like milestones where because she had Julia about 1.5 years ago, but she's getting back into shape. She was able to do a pull-up the other day, like a solo like hardcore straight lift pull-up, which is
James,
like pretty big deal. James, what's up?
Kind of a ghost around here too lately.
Ultimate muscle power. You too, Bridget. Like, hell, you're getting trained by a Marine.
Steph's just bringing all the monsters out the woods. You need to get her in here more often.
She's been a staple of the community since she joined.
All of like
that, and I kind of like brought a lot of the people here too. James was one of the people I brought in a random. I love telling the stories of when I like meet people and bring them here and they stay. Like. You guys didn't even know that Pudding was one of mine. I remember that. Like, I met him in a ranked game, and I brought him here a long time ago, and then he started showing up some more.
He's fun.
Yeah, he was duoing with one of his friends whose name is Sweet Wiener on League of Legends. And I was duoing with Wiener. I was duoing with Wiener Surprise.
Yeah, you brought Wiener Screamer too.
Can we? No, I didn't actually bring him. We're just good friends.
Okay.
That's Zelik's friend. Zelik brought him.
Oh, okay.
But no, so we're like, hey guys, do you want to combine wieners for the next game? And they were like, hell yes. So they touched wieners, and now we have Pudding, who I met him as.
They touched wieners, and now we have Pudding.
Yeah,
that actually speaks for a lot.
And yeah, James, I met him in a ranked match with it was a normal with Bruce, and he was our rando. He was our one rando. So James was solo queuing, even though he has quite a few friends. But yeah, he was solo queuing that day, so we met him doing that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was Thug and Mel Gibson that game, and he changed his name from Thug and Mel Gibson to M. Night Slam Jam.
Yeah, I remember Slam Jam and Mel Gibson.
M. Night Slam Jam. So that is who Pudding is. But yeah, like I really do like telling the story of how I meet people and bring them here. Just like I don't know if you guys know how I originally got here. Was Bruce was fishing in custom games.
Yep.
Yeah, which he doesn't do anymore for some reason, but he should. Like. Because you meet a lot of cool people doing that.
I met you. I met Mit.
It was me, Brittany, Mit, Emery.
Mm-hmm.
I think we were all in that custom game, and you just joined. Like, we had a ton of people in that custom game because, like, Amit has a ton of friends.
You guys invited me to the Skype. Oh.
Yeah, and there was a huge. And you joined the Skype call, and you're like, "Holy shit, there's a lot of people."
Man, Mitt was obsessed with Skype.
I love Amit. I will join his Skype calls anytime. He's a beautiful man.
A big throwback group right here, right there.
Yep.
That's a big throwback group. I don't talk to a whole lot. I mean, I still talk to Amit. We snap each other just about every day, but I don't know, a lot of those. I want to talk to Brittany more because she lives in San Jose.
Hey, I was just in San Jose.
Why didn't you hit me up? Oh yeah, because you don't talk to me anymore either.
Yeah, you hate me.
You were so close to me, yet so far away.
It was real bad, man. I was like right there.
Yeah, you were right there. Holy shit, San Jose! I would have made that drive.
Where were you?
I live in Vacaville, which is like an hour and a half away from San Jose or something like that. I don't know. I'd have to look. I'm not very good with the area yet, so don't judge me. Like, I don't know where things are at. I just know I'm in North Bay and San Jose's in South Bay.
I actually went to kindergarten in Vacaville. My father he's Air Force too. He got stationed out there.
I think he told me about that. Yeah.
When I was a little kid.
What's going on in here?
This is the Stephanie stream.
Yep. If you have any questions, it's an AMA right now for me.
Oh, hi, Steph.
Hi.
Oh, it's blank. Ah.
It's Bob.
Speak of the devil.
Name's Bob.
Devil? What?
Satan?
We were just talking about pudding.
Oh, what the fuck is pudding?
Right? He's not even in here today.
I saw him in here earlier.
So what do you from our discussion and listening to you talk about your life, it sounds like
Same.
You're gonna have to ask that again because Scrappy just lost his mind.
It sounds like you're just kind of living moment to moment now instead of making plans. But do you have any plans for the future? Like, are you less general question? Are you going to be sticking with this job? Are you thinking of making this clerk job into a career?
What are you doing right now?
It depends on. So I am a drafter for Cablecom. But it depends on what they offer me. Like, I do, if I moved up and got a job in my field, which they have jobs in my field at this company, so it's not something that's not feasible. It's something that could happen if I apply for it. I can move up and get something good. But I'm not it's. At the end of the day, it's just a job, and I can get something anywhere. It took me 2 weeks to get this job. It didn't take me long at all. And I just really needed something. I was kind of struggling. So I basically just kind of took the first thing that was offered to me that I got called back for, and it ended up being the only thing I got called back for. Most of the other places are we need you to have more experience. And I'm like, go fuck yourself. By the way, you were 45 minutes away from me when you came down here. Not 45, 55. 55 minutes away from my house to San Jose.
I might be down again. Don't worry.
Okay. But yeah. It just depends. I don't actually know what I want to do. My mom wants me to come to Seattle when I'm done helping out here, which could be another thing that I could do.
Come to Seattle. I'll just drive up 4 hours for you. I did that a month, 2 months ago. To go to a con. I'll just travel 4 months or 4 hours.
How do you like depends. It to? Sorry, go ahead and finish your thought.
Oh, I was gonna say because I've already started making friends here though, so that's a thing too. But
I'll be your friends.
It just depends. I really don't want to move back in with my mom.
That's a good question, Bridget.
Oh God, where's the stream? I closed it. No,
if you were the new world ruler, what would be your death penalty of choice? guillotine or wolves or what?
I don't. Oh my god, I'm not sure.
Are you a capital punishment kind of person?
Ooh, you should do the rat one. The rat one where they put a
they put a rat in a bucket and then stick it on your stomach and then just kind of try to eat their way out.
Yeah.
Or what about we gotta do like the Asian throwback where they like you're mounted above those fast growing bamboo shoots and they grow into you.
Oh shit.
God. Ancient Chinese were some torturous motherfuckers.
Oh, you could put them on the horse, the horse that splits you. Splits you in half.
Quarter somebody. Want to do that to the horses.
Not a real horse. It's a wooden horse.
No, it's like it's like this wedge right here where you make a guy. Well, I don't know. It doesn't have to be a guy, but you make somebody straddle like this wooden wedge, and then they put weights on your feet. So like this wedge just goes like right up your gooch and like slowly cuts you in half.
It's horrible. It's
I don't know. I feel like my death penalty would have to be like whatever the person did to deserve the death penalty, I would do to them.
That's a good one.
That's pretty good.
I don't like what James said.
Put honey on their eyes.
Honey on their eyes to have ants eat through them.
Ooh, ants are vicious.
Especially red ants.
It's also.
I believe that, Heather. The iron cow. That thing is nasty. No, the iron cow.
Oh, the iron bull. Yeah.
Iron bull, yeah.
The bees. Not the bees.
You put somebody inside of like a bronze bull statue, and then you slowly roast the statue so that the sounds people make, it sounds like it's coming out of a cow. Like the sounds.
And eventually, when the body boils, the steam comes out of the nose of the cow. From the moisture in the body.
That's fun.
That was in a movie.
It was in a
movie.
Oh, fuck, it was in a movie.
It's gonna bother me now.
Going on almost 2 hours. We're gonna break your record, Heather.
Oh man.
Blood Eagle.
It was in the movie. It was in the movie Immortals.
Yeah.
The Blood Eagle. That one's nasty. Fucking Vikings, man.
Ooh, yeah. Vikings are brutal.
So we're still doing
Bloody
AMA
Eagle.
What's the Bloody Eagle?
That sounds terrible.
That's where they, the Vikings would lay somebody on their stomach, and then they'd cut through the back. Like they cut through your ribs in the back, and then they pull your lungs out, and they'd spread your lungs out across your back, and it looks like a pair of wings.
Brutal.
That's probably, how do you know
that's
about
probably
that
one of my favorites.
I read a lot of history.
Okay.
Chinese were the most inventive torture-wise, the ancient Chinese.
I mean, I don't know about like torture. That's not really a thing like I'm into. I'm more into like understanding. Well, no. Like, no, I'm more into like being realistic. Like, if somebody deserves a death penalty, that's fine. I think there's way too many people in the world in the first place. So, for being realistic.
Yeah.
What was it? There was a book I read. It was a really good book, but it was supposed to be like a satire. Basically, the baby boomers were like causing a lot of like national debt, and so which is a real thing. That is a real thing. I'm just saying like, oh, in this book it happened, but no, it's a real thing. And like, basically, somebody came up with this idea. They're like, hey, we can offer government incentives for old people to kill themselves. Basically, we're going to promise you the best last 10 years of your life, but at the end, here's the kicker: you have to kill yourself. And it was supposed to be a joke, basically saying like, if we did this for people like the elderly, it would still save us billions of dollars a year by not having to pay their Social Security. After the 10 years. And the idea had gotten so popular, and so many old people were just down for it because they're like, who wants to be that old anyways? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so like people were taking it seriously. Like politicians were like, hey, I am pro this act. I think it was written by the same guy who wrote Thank You for Smoking. Did you guys ever see that movie?
Yeah.
It was a really good movie, right? Well, like that same guy who wrote the book for that wrote this one too. I think it's called Boomsday. But it's something I think about. Like, there are a lot of people in the world, and there doesn't really need to be. Yeah, I recommend that one. Maybe not a book club thing. I don't know. You guys have like romance novels you guys read for book club?
No, we've never read a romance novel. You are misinformed, young lady.
I don't know.
We haven't done it for a while. I'm waiting for somebody to take up the book club mini boss mantle.
I don't think I read enough. I lost access to all my Kindle books. That was something I had to give up. We had a collective total of about 3,000 books on Kindle.
Christ on earth.
Yeah, we read a lot.
My Kindle is still nothing but Chuck Tingle. Just a big Chuck Tingle library.
Sorry. I have an addiction.
Well, anybody else got any questions for the lady of the night?
Chloe didn't even ask any questions. She's like, I don't care about this bitch.
I think Chloe left halfway through. She missed all the poignant stuff.
Yeah, where I almost cried. I kind of cried a little bit. There were tears. There were a little bit of tears.
It was a great story.
Wow, Chloe. Just wow.
I mean,
you don't need her as a roommate, Steph. You can have me.
I went to take a shower. Steph cried, come back. Now we're talking about books.
And torture.
And torture. You take showers. It's so hot here. I want to go swimming.
Oh yeah, rip pool tattoo.
Vaseline, honey. Layer it on.
Just leave your arm out, like just put it up the whole time.
Just go swimming like
this. Really great exercise.
I need the exercise portion of swimming though.
Yeah, just leave it. Yeah, that's the exercise right there. You just fucking leave it out there and you just like walk.
Swimming is actually great cardio, guys.
Yeah.
Not if I'm not actually swimming, if I'm just like wading in the pool with my arm up.
Yeah, wading. Come on. It's
resisted walking.
Come on. Yeah, there you go. You can put weights on your legs too if you want, and arms. Come on.
No, I was supposed to go to Body Pump with
Body Pump what face?
Yeah, I know. I was supposed to go to Body
Jesus Christ.
With Christian and Shelby.
Just go do Zumba.
Question, Steph.
What's up?
What are you doing now? Have you finished your schooling?
Christian and
I'm not going to school. I am just working and helping with the family.
Out.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what? What was that?
Christian and Shelby already went and worked out. They missed you.
Yeah, I know. Sad. It was supposed to be at 6 when this was supposed to start.
She just got back and she actually asked where you were.
Did you tell her that she was getting meated?
I was getting meated.
Oh no, they were talking about in reference to D&D.
No.
Oh.
She's getting meated.
I'm still getting meated.
Your woman Boo Bear misses you.
Aww.
If nobody else has any,
I'll definitely be there next week.
We can wrap up.
Oh, I mean it's kind of late for me to go though. If I do another late night, it'll just kill me. I definitely will come next week though. Just make sure my character doesn't die.
We're not playing super late today. We haven't even started.
If you haven't started, how is it not going to go hella late? I was there till like 2 in the morning last time. You what?
I've been asking for like weeks for someone to teach me.
Teach you?
Yeah, the Dungeons and Dragons.
I'll get you in my next campaign, Heather. But this one I'm doing is just kind of crash course learning.
Hey, I'm definitely interested in too.
Like everyone wants to play D&D now.
Yeah.
Just start up on the fucking calendar.
Fluffy and Gunho was like, "You should join." I was like, "Wait, Bruce already started." I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah, and like my campaign's it's like my first try. I'm bumbling my way through it. I'm just kind of learning as we go. So I handpicked a small group of people that have never really done it before, so that I don't get metagamed and I don't get people challenging me on rules every few seconds.
I've never played the game either. I just was interested because I was going to hang out with my old friends.
Well, any other questions for Stephanie? Steph, you got any questions? Anything that you want to talk about?
I don't know. I kind of just like put it all out there today, I guess.
You did.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm kind of at the point where it's just like, it's open book. There's really no reason to like keeping that stuff from anybody.
Yeah, and like I said, we've got more than one monster that's kind of in the situation that you were in. So, telling your story and letting people hear about how you got out of it was pretty important, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, don't forget, like I had help. Like honestly, again, just knowing that everyone here is going to be here for me, that I'll have someone to go to at some point in time if I need it, like, so I'm not like alone. It's like a huge deal. It was a really big deal.
Good. That makes me happy. I'm glad we could do something for you. You've always been a big part of the community. You've been one of my best admins and somebody I look to for support and leadership and decision making and keeping everybody active and busy. I always knew that I could rely on you to pick up if I were incapacitated or drunk and passed out or something. You've always been there for me, and I think you're an amazing girl. I appreciate you taking the time, missing your D&D campaign to do this for us, and for being so open and honest. I really enjoyed your interview.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, no
Till
problem.
death do our friendship apart.
Oh God, yeah, let's not.
We're
Monopoly. We were talking about that earlier too. Monopoly ruins friendships. I think League of Legends may also.
Check this out.
What?
I got them all ready to go.
Is it my shirt? Is it my shirt?
That's everybody's
shirt from a year later.
Oh yes!
Yes.
That I was supposed to get a year ago.
Yep. They're all packaged.
Probably gonna
up
get
today.
another one
Like
this
pizza
year.
boxes. Oh, they're.
Holy
Jesus
shit!
Christ,
What the
Bruce.
fuck?
I'm obviously really hungry because I saw those. I was like, those look like the wing boxes you get when you get pizza.
No, but this is everybody's Coctopus t-shirts ready to be shipped out. If I don't get them to the post office tomorrow, I'm gonna try on Saturday. It'll depend on several factors if I can get out of the house tomorrow. But it's all packaged up and ready to go.
I don't think I gave you my address, Bruce.
No, I actually have not made your shirt yet, Heather, so yours is still being worked on.
Red.
We're gonna need that extra large.
Okay, well let's wrap up. Thanks again, Steph. It was one of my favorite interviews that we've done. You did great.
Thank you.
Right, everybody say goodnight.
Good night, Steph.
Night, everyone.